Hey guys, how's it going? It's Bethany. For this week's video, I'm going to get you up to date on why I haven't been posting and all of my medical conditions. Here we go. For those of you who don't know, I have an array of medical conditions that have been diagnosed or nearly diagnosed since I was 17. So let's start this off with the most recent one that I've been in hospital for, which they think is ulcerative colitis, and also something called biliary, I think I'm saying that right, dilation. I have no clue what it really is, but you know, maybe I'll look into it one day. I always usually do. I also have autism, so you probably already know that because I've said it in a couple of videos now. I did an Autism Awareness video, which I'll put somewhere on the screen now. You can go and check that out. I'm thinking of doing another one next year. It will be now, I think. Yeah, because Autism Awareness Month has passed. Or maybe I'll do it before. I don't know. I've also got sensory processing disorder, which is sort of interlaid with my autism. We think I have epilepsy, which I'm also undergoing tests for and waiting to go into hospital for, so there will be another like 2 or 3 week gap where I don't post. I also have an underactive thyroid, which I was diagnosed with at 7 years old along with my autism, and that is to do with your thyroid not producing enough hormones or something like that. I also have, or before the whole ulcerative colitis thing, had IBS, which we don't know if I still have, as well as that, or whether I don't have that. We don't know. I'm a medical mystery sometimes. I also have hypermobility, which I said in my last video. I also have myopia, at least I think that's where you can't see things like from far away, so you need glasses. And at the moment I've lost my glasses, so that's great. Another thing I got diagnosed with back in 2015 is emotionally unstable personality disorder, which I also spoke about in my mental health awareness video. You can go and check that out. I'll put it up on the screen or down in the description box below. Another thing I've been diagnosed with is chronic migraines, which I am on medication for, and to be honest, it doesn't really work that well, but you know, we're just living with it. Another condition I have, which is probably my most serious, is my pacemaker, which is there for intermittent complete heart block. Then just before I got diagnosed with the complete heart block, I also got diagnosed with vasovagal syncope, which is like the posh name for fainting disorder. I also have eating disorder tendencies, and with that anxiety around everyday life and food and things in general. I also have this thing that I know nothing about called hyperreflexia. I think I said that right, but it was just on my discharge notes that I was apparently diagnosed with it back in 2015. Something else that I supposedly have is behavioural difficulties. And last but not least, I also have adult onset asthma. All of those reasons pretty much conclude why I don't always post often, because I am generally feeling unwell a lot of the time. Like 95% of the time I am unwell. I don't always look it, don't always sound it, but I generally feel rubbish. I have no motivation some days, so I just don't post, which is probably normal for some people or a person of my age, because developmentally I'm still that of like a 15-16-year-old, even though I'm 23, and that's all to do with my autism and just it being a developmental delay disorder kind of thing. Also, just some days I'm busy, and you may not think somebody that doesn't work and stuff can't be busy, but apparently, you know, I'm proving that you can be, and I'm just doing other things, or I'm not interested. And the thing about me is I need to be like hyper focused to do things, which is another reason I'm also back under my mental health team now, because they're looking into ADHD, because it's very similar to autism and maybe it may have been missed, I don't know, because I am very hyper. Although at the moment I'm on morphine for this whole abdominal ulcerative colitis thing, so until that's done I'm going to be very sort of chilled and laid back. So if I seem different in my upcoming videos, that is why. But I don't know how long I'm going to post for, because I don't know if I'm going to end up back in hospital or what test is going to be done. They're thinking of doing a colonoscopy, which you can guess by the name, colonoscopy, where like which end the camera's going up, but I'm going to leave it at that because I don't even want to think about it, and I'm not looking forward to the idea if it's got to be done. But I'm hoping that they choose the MRI option first, and I'm hoping that actually shows something, because if it doesn't, then it probably is going to be the other thing. And yeah, I just don't want to think about that, even though probably quite a few people have had it done, but just not something you really look forward to, is it? Also, that noise in the background is my dog snoring, and it has been featured in a lot of my videos. So yeah, if you ever hear like a weird noise in the background, it's usually either kids downstairs or my dog snoring because she decides to sit right next to my camera. Okay guys, that wraps it up for this week's video. I hope you enjoyed it, even though there wasn't that much to it. It was just me rambling on and telling you why I am such a medical nightmare for everybody. But yeah, that's just me. Hope you enjoyed it. Make sure if you did, you give it a thumbs up, click the bell so you get notified every week or whenever I post. Make sure you subscribe for more weekly videos, and I'll see you all soon. Bye!